thanks to the supporters of channel member A11 Scorpio 1996. Well, I don't want to say today's video is make or break for our entire season, but today's video is make or break for the entire season. Crucial league game and second leg of the knockout round in the Champions League against Borussia Dortmund. It doesn't come much bigger than this for a club like Norwich. Hello and welcome to Club 4, part 21 of Non-League to Legend. I'm Kevin. Coming up on today's episode, we have two massive games for you. We're away against Manchester City in the Premier League, and we're also away against Borussia Dortmund in the Champions League. Nothing's happened since you were last with me, because of course we had two massive games last episode as well, with the draw at home against Dortmund and the massively important 4-2 win in the Premier League against Arsenal. So as a reminder, this is what the Premier League table looks like. With, what is that? What is it? 38 games a season in the Premier League, isn't it? So 10 games to go. We are still inside the top four, where we've been pretty much all season, apart from a little bit of a wobble over Christmas. And we're only 1 point ahead of West Ham. Manchester City, who we play first up, are 5 points ahead of us, theoretically catchable, but more worried about the fact that they're probably favourites to beat us and potentially open the door for West Ham, who are at home against Watford. And if we do end up falling out of the top four again, it becomes harder and harder to get back into it the longer the season goes on for, especially if we're still competing in the Champions League while West Ham have a free run at the league for the rest of the season. Whether or not we're still in the Champions League is obviously touch and go as well, though, because despite the fact we're pretty sure away goals don't count double anymore in the Champions League, Borussia Dortmund did draw with us at our place in the first leg. They are comfortably the second best team in Germany. They have been for a gazillion years. And I mean, they're a lot better than everyone behind them as well. This is like your, I guess, if we're comparing it to the Premier League, I guess it's like your Manchester United. They, I think they've been second place in the Premier League for a little while, the last couple of years anyway. So they're obviously a bigger team that we wouldn't necessarily fancy ourselves against. And I think the same situation applies to Dortmund. So I think it's probably a good chance we'll be able to focus on the Premier League for the final 9 games as well. But you never know. We'll obviously be crossing our fingers and hoping to book a spot in the Champions League quarter-final, which it would be absurd if it happened. If I had to pick one, I'd definitely take a victory over Manchester City today, because getting back into the Champions League this year is more important than getting into a quarter-final and getting knocked out this season. That's my theory anyway. We've got to stay in here. If we want to keep the players like Pedro Luis at the club, then we've got to be a consistent Champions League team, because they come lurking. As you can see, Leipzig now interested in Pedro Luis. I'd like to think we could fight Leipzig off. I don't think they're as much of a threat as some of the other clubs who've shown interest in him over the year or two that he's been at the club. So our team for the game against Manchester City, we're going with Hoy and Hal in goal, a back four of Michele, Caesar, Noll and Romero. Answer at the base of the midfield, Janusek and Tippel ahead of him, Gilberto Carlos then in behind, Tammy Abraham and Pedro Luis. Two big away games. We do occasionally struggle away from home, but we're not going to today. We're going to pick up a couple of victories. All will be right in the world, and we'll be jolly happy when all is said and done. That's got to be the plan. I don't know what just happened there. Our player seemed to lurch towards the Manchester City players, which was a little bit alarming. I thought we were going to get a red card before the match had even kicked off. Still not entirely sure what's gone on there. In fact, it's Manchester City who seem to have started the match with a card. I know I've said it before about this Manchester City team. I will say it again. Look at the state of them. I mean, it is a who's who of wonder kids to buy on FM22. It is a super team. They're the Harlem Globetrotters of Premier League football in the future. It is terrifying. I don't know how they're only second in the league currently. Manchester United must just be having a sensational season of their own. But this Manchester City side at times feels unstoppable. I know we have beaten them a couple of times, but you look at them and I mean, I just don't feel confident looking at them. And they've ruined us here. Ball played through Gravenberch, and then some guy called Mbappe slots it through to Adeyemi. You've got Bellingham. You've got Rice. I forget who else is in this team. They're just quite good. They're just quite good. Oh, Phil Foden. Forgot about him. How am I going to forget about Phil Foden, eh? Look at it. It's cheating. They've got Nico on the bench. It's just cheating. But we've got to figure out a way to counter it somehow, or our Champions League dreams start to look a little bit tricky. I haven't actually checked to see if we play West Ham before the end of the season. That could give us the lifeline that we need, assuming we fall out of the top 4 today. Oh, that's a wonderful save from Hoyenhal. But then have we given away a penalty? We haven't. I think we've got away with one a little bit there, but the save from Hoyenhal initially, absolutely fantastic from him. So fingers crossed we get a little bit more of that. West Ham are drawing with Watford, but a draw for them is enough to put them above us in the table as it stands, because they have a much better goal difference than we do, which is not ideal at all. And Hoyenhal again with another very good save. He's having one of those games. Hoyenhal's having one of his games. We just need to find a way to make the breakthrough. He's still conceding, even though he's playing well, he's still going to concede because Manchester City are unstoppable. We've defended quite well. Our goalkeeper's doing a great job. 2 of our defenders have got green ratings because they're playing quite well. There's nothing he could do about that. Absolutely unstoppable. And it's just, it's times like this when I know we've done very, very well here at Norwich, but at times like this, I do have to think, in order to really establish ourselves as a top club somewhere, we've got to get out of the Premier League again. The Premier League as a division just becomes ridiculous when you get teams like this. So either we're going to wait it out for these boys to all be 35, and they're not going to be any time soon. I had another brilliant save from Hoyenhal. They're the wonder kids. These are the guys who are 18, 19, 20, 21 years old at the start of FM22. We're only 10 years in. This Man City team's got another 3 years yet before anyone needs replacing in it. I don't know if I can wait around for the next 3 years just scrabbling for 4th place every year and accepting that every time we come to the Etihad, we get an absolute battering. So I think especially if we don't qualify for the Champions League this year, I think I said it in yesterday's episode, if we don't qualify for the Champions League this year, I think I will be actively looking for the next job. If we do, then I'd probably stick around, but I'm not going to stick around treading water for the next 3 years. And if it feels like we're not really making any progress, then we move on and start making some progress. Right, we're shuffling things around a little bit again in the midfield, just getting some fresh legs in there, but we're not really looking like we're going to be making any kind of breakthrough. And City have got another corner. Yedro's actually got the chance for a breakaway here. Yedro stops, plays it back to Michele, and now Walsh, Asa Walsh charging through. He's through on goal here. Oh, and it's whistled past the post. Asa Walsh hasn't been played in an attacking position for about 3 years, but playing as the Mezzala today just because needs must. And I mean, that was pretty useful from him. It would have been nice to get a slightly better finish, but he looked like he knew what to do from that situation, which is more than you can say for some players sometimes. Caesar lumping it forward, looking for Tammy Abraham, but unfortunately not able to find him. And City are on the attack again. At the moment, 2-0, I think, flatters us a little bit because City have been absolutely relentless. Ansa desperately defending again, and Hoyenhal with 4-5 world-class saves in this match now. He is putting himself in the shop window today, that's for sure. West Ham, are now winning their game against Watford, so it's a 2-point gap in addition to the superior goal difference. It is looking worrisome at the moment in the Premier League table, and Romero's got himself sent off for a second yellow. It was a silly one as well, and have we given away a penalty as well as part of this? This is not ideal. We're going to drop Zamorano back there and do that and make him the playmaker. That's the plan. It's a bad plan. At least City don't win a penalty. Oh, look at the state of those match stats. We have been absolutely smashed today. And I worry that we're about to go and be dealt with similarly in Germany. And I'm not looking forward to it. I'll level with you. Not really looking forward to it at all. The Premier League table makes me sad. Do we play West Ham before the end of the season? We do not. So We need them to slip up. I mean, we do have a nice little run of games. Everton, Newcastle, Villa, Sheffield United, Blackburn, Brentford, Tottenham. We don't play a proper football club until Chelsea. We don't play a good football club until Chelsea. And even Chelsea are down in 6th place. That's going to be a crucial match potentially. But lots of lower half teams all the way down to Tottenham. Where did Man United appear from on the last day? I got to there before. Chelsea and Manchester United as our final 2 games. Oh, we're not getting back in the Champions League, I don't think. I guess we have to go and win it then. Right, after posting a 5.9 against Manchester City, we're dropping Romero for this game. You have to have a scapegoat. We'll blame our 18-year-old wonder kid. He's 19 now, but he can sit this one out. Sika coming in at right back, and Zamorano's going to come in for answer at the base of the midfield as well. Get our Argentinian international in there. I mean, he's got 32 caps for Argentina. He still plays for them. He's played once this season. Still playing for Argentina. It feels like the experience that we want coming into a big game like this to try and help with the surge forward towards victory. Plus, as a permanent Norwich player, he's playing for his spot in next season's Champions League. Ansa will be in the Champions League next year, regardless of what happens, because presumably he goes back to Bayern Munich, and after playing as well as he has for us this season, probably goes straight into their squad for next season's Champions League. So he'll probably go and win it next year. This means nothing to him. It means everything to us. That's not the start we wanted. First real attack of the game. Cross comes in. Dortmund are 1-0 up on the night, 3-2 up on aggregate. No sign of any away goals indicator on there. So after checking the rules in yesterday's episode, I am now 95% confident away goals aren't going to be a thing. So we just need to not lose on the night. And that will, at the very least, get us through to extra time and penalties. Obviously, what we'd like to do is win on the night. But Dortmund are a very good side, and we're just a good side. And I think that's going to be our downfall. We saw how good they were yesterday, and it does sting. Janusek with the cross coming in, and that is a massive goal if we manage to stay onside. I know FM22 loves an offside from a free kick. Please let us have the goal though, referee. Come on now. Oh, he has. What a wonderful man this referee is. Here's your replay. It's Pedro Luis who gets onto the end of it. His 25th goal of the season. Dortmund 1, Norwich 1. We're back in this, boys and girls. The Champions League dream stays alive for at least a few minutes longer. We're not a million miles away from being competitive at this level. As we saw against Manchester City, we're not quite there. But we want to get there, and in order to get there, we have to stay in this competition because this is where the money is. This is the competition that lets us keep the players. So if we're not going to get back in through the league, let's go and win the thing. Oh, that's ridiculous. We're obviously not going to win it, but it'd be nice to stay in it a little bit longer. Sika now, looking for the cross. This would be a perfect time to grab a goal just before half-time. Zamorano, back to Sika. Cross comes in, looking for Tippel, and he finds him. It's a 10th goal of the season for Etienne Tippel. I do not know where his goals have come from. 1 last year, 10 now this year. And it's 2-1 to us just before half-time. We're ahead on aggregate as well. And the dream is real, boys and girls. I am certain we still balls it up from here. But right now, oh my goodness, we've had 2 shots on target and scored 2 goals. This is what I'm talking about. What a first half. Just keep it going from here. This is all we need. We're on the attack again. Sika to Janusek, and now Gilberto Carlos, and Janusek's got it back again. Zamorano to Sika. We're keeping some nice possession here if we can find the cross. And Sika bursts into the area looking for the cross, but it's a poor attempt at one. But the clearance is only as far as Michele, and we're going to keep this attack going. Zamorano and Janusek again, and Zamorano again. It's gone all the way back to Knoll, but now we look to release Sika again on the right-hand side. He's in a very lively game. Pedro Luis is there, but his header, unfortunately, is straight at the goalkeeper. If we could grab a third, that would be That would be a big, big blow to this Dortmund team. Seeker to Carlos, and now Luis again. And Seeker playing it into Pedro Luis. Surely, Pedro Luis, what a finish that is! He just dinks it over the goalkeeper, and 50 minutes gone. It's Dortmund 1, Norwich 3. 5-3 on aggregate. This was sensational from Pedro Luis. And I know some of you would doubt the selection of Seeker today. He has been instrumental in 2 of these goals. It's a lovely through ball from him. The finish from Pedro Luis. That's the kind of finish that needs to be in the Champions League throughout the season. I mean, if we don't qualify, I will force him to leave because he needs to be playing in this competition. But fingers crossed, the fact that we've got him now means we can get back in again next year. But, even if we don't, we're having a lovely time now. This is going to be one of the great moments in the history of Norwich City if we can pull it off. People still talk about them beating Bayern Munich many years ago. This would have to be up there as arguably an even greater achievement. I need to calm down. Right, I've just taken a minute to have a sip of my beverage. Let's make a couple of changes. We're going to bring Alvarez on for Tammy Abraham. Gilberto Carlos is tiring as well, so Yedro can come on for him, and Michele. If only we had a left back to come on for him. Where's Griffin Diaz? Why is he not fit? I think we bring on Ansa here. Tipple's going to go back to left back. We're going to bring on Ansa in midfield, and Zamorano will move further forward. Just shuffle everybody around a little bit in that midfield, and we're going to go with that. And hope, we just hope that we don't balls it up from here, because we are in a very, very strong position. Alvarez looking to release Pedro Luis, but can't find him. It's intercepted by the Dortmund defender. 15 minutes to go. They need 2 goals. We're now dreaming that away goals are a thing, and I just didn't notice them anywhere, because then Dortmund would need 3 goals under the old system. Alvarez slotting Tipple in behind now. Tipple looking for the cross. Pedro Luis is there, can't connect. Janusek, and I think that's the goal that books us our spot in the quarter-final of the Champions League. This is absolutely absurd. One of the great performances in Champions League history. Dortmund 1, Norwich 4. We've taken the disappointment from the match against Manchester City and we have just unleashed it on Dortmund. They don't deserve what we've thrown at them tonight. They didn't do anything wrong. They never hurt us the way we're hurting them. This is the beating that Manchester City deserve the next time we're face to face with them. And Ansa playing it over the top. The keeper comes out to clear. But Dortmund have only got 3 minutes of normal time left. They have got a goal back, though. Oh, God. Just when I was hoping I could relax a little, Dortmund insert themselves a little lifeline. And it's all because of it was great sweeper-keeper play from the Dortmund goalkeeper. Came out to meet the aimless ball forward, played it back into the danger area, and it's a very good finish. We just don't want to see another highlight now. We'll take a corner. A corner's always good. Noel can't direct it goalward. Zamorano, just run it to the corner flag. This is that experience we were talking about before. Plays it to Ansa. It's back to Zamorano. There's the cross. And club legend Alvarez has scored. The ref's got his finger in his ear. I mean, it looked onside to me. My arms are still up. I don't know whether to wave them or not yet. Come on, referee. Make our dreams come true. We're waving them. Oh, lovely stuff. Alvarez with the goal. This is great work from Zamorano. And what a lovely little cushioned flicked header from Alvarez. That was experience right there. We've come to Dortmund. We've put 5 goals past them. Let's all together now, boys and girls. Are they watching down the road? Because this is what you could have had, Schalke. I could be doing this for you in a gilet. But no, you didn't want that. You robbed me of my thumb holes. Well, we've come back to town and beaten your neighbours for you. I'm not going to sleep tonight. I am giddy. When's the draw? Not until after the next match. So you're not even going to know, because I'm going to play I'm obviously not going to hang around while I play more matches. All we know is we're in the hat and we'll be back tomorrow to play that quarterfinal. Look at the amount of money that's in the Champions League. £8 million just for playing in that round. Presumably it's even more to get into the next round. quarterfinals. You get 9 million just for being in the quarterfinals. This is next season's transfer budget we're accumulating here. This is insane. Oh, tomorrow, Champions League quarterfinal. I don't think I'm ready for it. I can't wait. If you've enjoyed that, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. And thank you very much for watching.